Hello everyone in good time zones. Welcome to our new campaign. We are going to be playing the Two-Headed Serpent, a Cthulhu Pulp campaign, which is a different kind of game than the regular Call of Cthulhu. It's going to be a little bit more action-packed and a little bit, violent. We'll see. In any case, here are my wonderful players who are going to join me for this wonderful campaign, starting with Kit.
Hi, I'm Kit, and I'm going to be playing Winnifred Barnes, an author, and she's here with Caduceus, and we're flying into Paraguay.
She comes
That's for you. If you know, you know.
She comes prepared. Nice.
So extra.
For those who haven't seen, this is a callback to the City in Yellow, another Cthulhu game that I highly urge you to watch on YouTube.
It's a love letter to my lore keeper.
All right. Quickly followed by Mike.
I'm Mike, and I'm playing Lazlo Kreitzler, the Austrian parapsychologist.
The difference is important for some. Followed by Chris.
I'm Chris. I'll be playing James Jimmy Alison, a good old boy from Kentucky who didn't like his small town, so he picked up to go fight in World War I. He doesn't care about the difference between Germans and Austrians. They all sound like Krauts to him.
All right. And finally, Will.
Hey guys, I'm Will, and I'm playing Percy Cunningham, who is a ex-World War I pilot that had a bit of a rough time in the 20s and acquired a Grumman Goose aircraft and does odd jobs in that aircraft, whether that be running guns or booze or whatever. He doesn't care about the cargo as long as it gets there.
Indeed. And Percy is also a callback to the City in Yellow, so feel free to go watch that campaign on YouTube. It is so cool.
So good.
All right.
And that will explain the rough time he had in the 20s.
Probably. Okay. Well, in that case, without further ado, I believe it's time to start our campaign.
Woo!
Woohoo. So, my lovely people, the year is 1933. In South America, the Chaco War between Bolivia and Paraguay is in full swing. The two countries are fighting over contested territory, which is believed to be rich in oil. You've been employed by a humanitarian charity, the Caduceus Foundation, to deliver medical aid to civilians caught up in the war. Caduceus has sent you to Asunción in Paraguay, from where you traveled across the country by various means. The main one being Sweet Rose, Percy's beautiful ride. Let's actually have a look at Sweet Rose for people who are interested. Now, guys, this indeed is Sweet Rose. Hold on, it's loading.
I can see it.
So that beautiful ride is Percy's mode of transportation that he's using for those Caduceus missions in the middle of other things. Anywho, you are escorting doctors, nurses, and medical supplies to an aid camp deep in the jungle of the Gran Chaco. You are accompanied by mules carrying most of the equipment. Among you, Dr. Arturo Ursini, your team leader. He's a 36-year-old Italian guy. He seems concerned, a little bit more quiet than usual, as you are all walking through the jungle. The heat is absolutely disgusting. It is so very hot and hard to navigate. What are you doing?
Well, I'm assuming since Jimmy was probably hired just as muscle, he's up front. So I'm just going to probably have the bayonet out, actually just using it as a machete, whenever necessary.
All right. So keeping an eye out in the front of the group. Sounds good. What about the rest of you?
If I see any plants I could possibly make something interesting out of.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do I see any plants I could possibly make anything interesting out of?
Right now, mostly, vines and various leaves. It's a jungle. It's not very
Okay.
comfortable, and doesn't have that, you know, colorful kind of plants that you're usually looking for.
Okay.
How well do we know one another?
You know yourself pretty well. You've been working every other mission with Caduceus. You've been doing for now just like a few missions so far, like 3 or 4 tops, in which you have had time to get to know each other a little bit better. You do not know Arturo Ursini that much. He's your team leader for the occasion, but he's not that that close to you.
How many other people on the team? Is it just us and the doctor, or is there other people?
It's you, the doctor, a couple of nurses, and the mules.
Lazlo
What-
probably would have found some way to get himself a ride on the mule.
I was just
and
gonna
not-
ask, are
not
they just for
walking.
supplies, or are we riding them?
You tell me.
Lazlo would have found a way to get on the ride. And he's just dabbing at himself with his forehead. You know, Austria's not nearly this humid. It's not good for my books.
Can I hear him?
Oh yes, very much so.
At which point it will be, you can always go back there. This obviously is not Austria.
No, it's not. It's just making conversation. Is there a...
Please don't.
Oh, there's so much that we could help you with if you would just open up to me.
You do know I'm carrying a rather large knife, right?
Yes.
I'm going to aggressively chop something on the side of the trail down and then just keep walking forward.
Yeah.
PvP right away.
Just stab him.
Yes. Starting off strong.
Game over.
Percy's very purposely going to not say anything, but just observe the situation. Question for the
Yes.
game master.
Yeah.
What was the brief as given for this particular mission?
So for this particular mission, it is a simple delivery mission. Basically, you're accompanying the nurses and the medical equipment to the small village. It's a very small village that you have known, basically through just a few maps. It basically does not warrant to be on a map. Even it's very small. So it's just
have we been there
humanitarian
before?
aid. Sorry.
Have we been there before? Or was this the
No,
first time we're going?
no, this is the first one you get in Bolivia. Well, Paraguay. But, it's a weird,
Okay.
weird
And are we
differentiation.
in an active war zone currently?
Yes, very much so. You are
And-
not hearing any gunshots at the moment, but
Is
the
it
general...
for anybody else?
What?
What's up?
What was that?
It's warbly for me. Is it?
War
No,
break?
sound.
you're coming across as warbly, though.
Yeah.
Like you who...
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's the network. Anywho. Sorry, so yeah, no, at the moment there doesn't seem to be any gunfight nearby, but the area itself, to be very, having a lot of problem with Bolivian soldiers.
In that case, I want it noted that because Percy doesn't carry his Thompson machine gun with him all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
when in active war zones, he very much does.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
That sounds about right.
And as last campaign, his Webley revolver is always on him, no matter what the situation.
Okay, no
And,
problem. Do you
and,
keep it? Do you keep it at the ready, or
I don't really need to because of my talent.
no? But just as a general idea of how you're handling the, your
So the-
trek to the forest.
The submachine gun's strapped over his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
like marching styles, and the Webley is always in a underarm holster.
Okay, sounds good. As you continue to go through the forest and angrily chopping pieces of the foliage, You can see that Rossini is getting like more and more concerned. He's like shushing you a few times, like worried that somebody might hear you.
Do you know something we don't, Doc?
Give me a psychology roll.
Oh, great.
First
Is
roll of
there-
the
You
game
know it's
officially.
super high number, right?
So that's definitely something that Lazlo would be paying attention to. Is there something that Lazlo can also?
You're welcome to roll as well.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a failure.
Now he's all right.
It's a success.
Success, regular success. Yeah, definitely. He seems to be, like everybody is a little bit cautious and on edge. I mean, this is war zone, but there is something gnawing at him, like really, like, he's like on the verge of blurting something out.
You know, Doctor, that if there is something that we should know, you should probably share it with us.
And you can see that he's a bit annoyed, a little bit. Screw this. Listen, this is a breach of protocol, but damn it, you need to know. You shouldn't have been sent here until, you were brought into the inner circle anyway. Here's the thing. Caduceus is not exactly what it pretends to be. And we were really sent out to... And the sentence is interrupted immediately by a loud bang. And a
shit.
splash of red appears on you, Lazlo, as Dr. Ursini's head explodes.
Lazlo has rolled off the donkey and he's on the ground laying. He's nope.
I need
I'm going to turn towards us. Go ahead.
I need people to roll me a sanity check first.
Oh,
Except for
boy,
the people
there.
who have a talent that doesn't bother them with human dead people.
I don't think I have that.
That is
Ooh.
a critical success.
Wonderful.
Oh, nice.
You're good.
Hard success.
Alright, success.
Is-
Sanity
is
should be on the
sanity?
lower left somewhere.
Ah,
You have
I
it?
see. Ah,
Alright.
one over.
One
over.
Ooh, that's a shame. Alright. In this case, the rest of you had success, right? I'm missing Jimmy.
I don't take any
Oh, you
sanity
do not.
damage from
Indeed.
human death, gore, destruction.
Indeed,
Doesn't
because of
bother
your
me at all.
talent. Hardened, is it?
Oh,
Hardened.
yeah, I've got hardened as well.
We took the same skills.
Wonderful. In that case, that means that all of you are okay. You were ready to see some dead people in the war zone, but you did not expect to see people that much. But in any case, stuff is going down,
Tuesday
and
at this point.
people seem to be shooting at you right now. So let's discuss initiative order, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I get everybody's sanity, please? Not sanity, dexterity, please.
Dexterity.
Not a check, just the value that you have.
55.
Okay, so hold on. Winnifred is going to be a 55. Okay. Lazlo,
53.
3, highly specific. Jimmy.
It's going to be 100 because I get the plus 50. I get the plus 50 for the quick draw.
Indeed. And finally, Percy.
I've got 95 plus 50.
145.
Jesus Christ.
145. Damn. Okay. Let me just a quick look. That's going to be... Okay. In that case, start of the turn. Percy, what are you doing?
Well, with quick draw, as soon as that shot happens, his Thompson gun is in his hand and cocked, ready to go. Do I see anybody?
Now that you have seen basically the direction in which the blood has splattered, you can definitely figure out a bush a bit further away, like 20 yards away, where there seemed to be a lot of movement.
Alright, he's gonna let rip with the Thompson gun, probably start firing and empty the magazine.
All right.
Into that
he's-
bush.
Okay, so you're going to go full auto and basically like cover everything.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Spray
good.
and pray.
Spray and pray. In which
Known, likely, and
case,
suspected.
here's what we're going to do. Roll me a rifle check with a penalty die. So if you want to do that on your left of your character sheet, you can select roll normally or roll with a penalty die. Roll me a penalty die because you're not like aiming basically, you're just spreading.
So, and then hit the rifle check.
And hit the rifle check, yes. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. No, that's a failure. Okay, good to know. You don't seem to hear any grunts of pain at the moment, but you see that there are definitely like a few trees that are definitely not going to be your enemies anymore. You definitely heard a few of them try to roll to the side to try to avoid your bullets. You definitely like scattered them a little bit. Cool. Jimmy, what are you doing while everything is happening?
So he's sending suppressing fire.
Mhm.
With how does the combat turn work in this? Like, will it be my turn to sling the shotgun, click the bayonet, like lock it on
No,
and
this
go, or
this is this is basically an action. This is a very much free, free roam. Basically, it's not as rigid as like a combat game. So just tell me what you do. It's if you say you pull your rifle and you shoot, I'm okay with that.
Well, the plan would be like he's suppressing. I've already got the bayonet in my hand. Shotgun's going to come off. It's going to get locked on, and then I'm going to charge the position.
Charge. Okay, so you're
Yeah,
getting
so,
closer.
like, once he's like the goal is to be once he's done firing, I'm on the position.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going to also give suppressive fire, or you're just charging?
No,
through?
no. He's shooting.
Yeah,
So
and you're going through.
I'm trying to like he's letting it rip. I'm locking the bayonet lug, and then the goal is to be once he's out of ammo on that mag, I'm
Sounds
already
good.
running to the position.
Okay, give me a dodge check to try to get there without getting too much in trouble.
Sure. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, no, that's a hard fail.
That's a failure.
Nice.
He doesn't even try. He just runs straight.
You run straight. Okay, you don't try to dodge the fire as much as you do. You just like rush through, ready to combat. You do manage to get a little bit closer, not exactly directly in front of them. You still have a few yards to cover because of somebody behind you shooting everywhere. But from where you stand, you can see 7 people.
Cool. Whoever's closest is gonna get a slug.
Okay, you can definitely see a very worried Bolivian soldier. Roll me your shotgun. Ooh, that's an extreme success indeed. Roll me your damage.
All right, let me see if I remember how to do that. I have to go to the
Dice log.
To be in the dice log.
Yep. Extreme success.
And since you are almost, you are definitely within 10 yards, so it's going to be the full 46s.
Okay. Also, okay, because I rolled. Oh, wait a minute. I rolled the wrong thing.
Ah, that might explain it.
Well, so here's the question, right?
Yes, I'm
'Cause,
listening.
I rolled
Oh, you rolled the skill. You didn't
the
roll
right,
the...
the skill, not the actual weapon.
So, roll the weapon from your gear,
Okay.
and I will use the first dice roll.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that's good.
now you
because-
should be able to roll the damage.
Yes. Roll for damage. That is a 17.
17, okay. You get almost to his face, raise the shotgun, shoot, and basically give payback for Ursini as his head is
Works.
gone. Next we have Winnifred.
Did the Dr. Orsini have any sort of weapon on him?
He did not. He had
Okay,
a
so-
satchel that is on the side of his lifeless body, but except from that, no weapon.
I'm just gonna grab the satchel and like try to hide because she
Try to
doesn't
hide?
have any- Yeah.
Okay, so give me a stealth check.
All right, 2v7. It's you and me, Percy.
No.
If you want, you're more than welcome to try to
Oh, there it is.
procure
I've set
information to your other fellow players to help them with their shots. So, sorry, Stealth.
No.
That is a failure. Okay. You hide behind
Over
one
here,
of
boys.
you hide behind one of the trees, and like people just turning away can definitely see your beautiful business suit. Kind of like not exactly in the same hue that what you have in the forest usually. So yeah, that definitely like shocked. You don't feel like very well hidden. It is now the enemy's turn.
Mhm.
Two of them are going to
Okay.
shoot their shotguns at you, Jimmy.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You just take it, or just try
Counterattack.
to? No, this is only for melee.
Oh.
So if you want to avoid it, you're gonna have to dodge and try to roll
Oh, yeah,
out of
no,
the
then
way.
I'll-
But then you
then I'll
forfeit
try
your
to
next
dodge.
attack.
Oh.
Up to you.
Hold on. Let me see. How much health do I have?
That's an excellent question.
Also, for whatever reason, like part of my. There we go. Okay, I got it. Let's see. Where is my max health? Is that
It
just-
should be on the lower left side.
the PV.
PV,
No.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, PV. Okay, so I have 21.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they get 2 good hits, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dodge.
All right,
To
roll
try
me-
to dodge
roll-
at the very least.
Roll for dodge, just so you know, they did an extreme success. You need to do as well if you want
no.
to not take the hit.
Um,
Well,
For the first
yeah,
one,
yeah.
at least. For the first one. Second
first
one, we'll
one.
see.
uh,
Oh, hard success.
That's a
Oh,
hard
If,
success.
if you
Damn.
want, you are welcome to try to either push your roll, meaning that you tell me what you do differently to make it better, but if you fail, there's going to be consequences. Or you can
Okay.
use luck to improve your roll.
And how would I use luck to improve my roll? Because I got 45 luck.
You spend points in luck. For each point that you spend, you reduce the number you got on your die.
Okay, so and I just needed an extreme success?
An extreme success. So for dodge, hold on, let me see. You have 25 in dodge, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have needed a 5 to make it an extreme success.
Yeah, I'll burn 5 luck to make that an
Alright.
extreme success.
Burn your 5 luck, remove them from your luck pool, and the first shot goes just next to you, and you just manage to avoid it. The second one takes aim. This is unfortunately going to be a failure. He completely misses you as you dart away. As you are running away, you basically end up head to head with a guy in front of you who is trying to basically give you a machete kick onto the face.
Him I will counterattack, because I've got a
him,
bayonet.
Indeed. So roll me a brawl. You need to have a hard success at least.
I have a success.
That's a
What would I
regular
need for a
success.
hard?
If you want to see that on your character
That's
sheet,
37.
yeah. If you want to know your derived value, click on your options, the option tab, and check show derivative values, and then in the
Yeah, I
skills you
see
can
'em.
see the half and fifth.
Gotcha. No, I see it. Okay, and I'd need to burn 30.
A
Yeah.
lot.
All right. Just gonna take the hit.
Just gonna take the hit. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
You are taking 5 points of damage as you take
Okay.
a huge gash onto the front of your torso. Meanwhile, the other two are going to try to take aim at the very colorful woman trying to hide behind a tree.
And she's dead.
But they're
Tree.
they're a bit further apart, so they're going to have a little bit of struggle to hit you. First one hits the tree right in ahead of your face, but completely misses. The second one misses completely. Like you actually see the tree further away, just going down. The seventh guy. This one is you can see him from where you are right now, Jimmy. He looks a bit weird. Don't know. You cannot really put your finger on it, but he has a very weird attitude. He is a little bit further away. He's like 10 yards away from you. He's going to pull out a odd little sort of pipe that he's going to blow in.
Oh, great.
This is a regular success. Roll me a dodge if you would like to avoid it.
Sure.
You need at least a regular success.
All right. Oh no.
Oh no,
Nope, that hurt.
that hurts indeed. You take 4 points of damage, and I need an extreme con check.
Con. Let's see. Where's con?
Did I see
sorry,
that happen?
Sorry, 2
From
points
my
of
bed.
damage. Apologies, 2 points of damage.
Okay, that's not bad. And
Did I
con
see that
check.
happen?
Yes, you did.
So I need to get below an 11. Ooh, I did
Wow.
not get below an
Oh.
11.
You did not.
But I did succeed in some way, shape, or form. If
You-
that helps any.
You see a very thin piece of metal just like fly in your direction and hit you right across the neck. And
Ow.
the sting itself is okay. You have been
I
hurt.
can't feel it.
You cannot feel it, but something wakes up inside of you that you haven't felt in years, and you roll to the ground in agony. You have not felt that in years. You do not know how it's even possible. You are currently, for the next 3 rounds, rolling on the floor with agonizing pain, which is hitting you even harder considering you haven't experienced that in a while.
I have never felt pain.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked about
Not.
my guy has congenital
Indeed.
analgesia. He has never felt pain before.
Indeed, so this is a very brand new experience for you that does not make sense to you.
Hmm.
Which brings us to Lazlo.
So Lazlo would have rolled right off the donkey. He's down on the ground. And he's just going to try and call out any location that he can see to Percy.
Okay.
To kind of...
Next 3 rounds.
Over there!
Roll me a spot hidden.
No.
Ooh. You're like, over there, but just pointing backwards, basically, like trying to run away from the fight.
No, he's not running. He's
These are
rolled
rolling
off.
like me.
Oh, rolled up to the
Yeah,
side.
he rolled
Yeah.
off the donkey that he's riding. He's just laying on the ground. So
By the time you've pointed out who you have noticed, that guy is already out of your sight, and unfortunately, it doesn't really help.
Yep.
Nice try, though. Percy, what do you do?
So, after his initial spray and pray, he reloads and gets into a position where is half cover a thing in this game?
It's not really like that precise. Like, tell me what you would like to do, like cover-wise.
Like, in behind a tree,
Okay, yeah.
and like a covered firing position,
Okay, sounds good.
With-
Yeah, they will have a
behind a
penalty
tree.
die to attack you.
and he will go for the guy who is up in Jimmy's grill.
Okay, so the
Is he
one with the
still there?
machete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll your right or your Thompson, or your pistol. Up to you.
Hey.
Oh hell yeah! He doesn't even see it coming. Roll for your damage.
Ah, I rolled it in the wrong place. Whoops.
Aha! It's okay. Roll it from
We're
the
getting
here,
there.
and I will keep your same
Learning
dice
curve.
roll, but roll for damage. Okay. Ooh,
It's
that
10.
ooh, that guy is looking rough. You shoot him right into the arm. He drops the machete and holds it very close and stuff. He is not doing right now. Okay, which brings us to Jimmy. You are on the ground, rolling. Roll me a sanity check, because that is not something you know.
That's something new.
This is something new, and this is something you really don't like.
All right, sanity. Success.
Success. Okay, you
Barely.
Unfortunately, that's all you can do right now, but you are completely incapacitated right now. All you are left with is full conscious of your body right now and what is happening around you. You just heard the gunshot above you. The guy that had the machete is yelling in pain. Except from that, there's nothing you can do at the moment.
Am I still feeling pain?
Oh yes, very much so. How do you
Okay.
feel? How do you feel about that?
I think honestly he's just confused because, like I said, this is a brand new sensation. He's with congenital analgesia, like he was born without the ability to feel pain.
Yeah, and your
So-
whole brain
So now
is in
his body
overdrive
on
right now.
fire. He is
Yeah.
confused. He's like, what
Right.
the fuck is this? I don't even know if he's scared as much as he's just like, what is going on?
Indeed.
Like,
Fred, how about you?
You know that about Jimmy? Been on a couple of missions with him.
I think that being a couple of missions with him and also seeing all the scars all across his body, you probably would have had that conversation at some point. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jimmy.
No,
like,
no, that
it's
makes
probably
sense.
something
Also,
that you're
we
very
can-
open with. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
How
also,
far
like,
away
every
am I
time.
from him?
Go ahead.
From Jimmy, roughly 30 yards.
Can I get over to him and
Yeah, if you book it, you probably
Um,
can do that.
with some tweezers from my kit try to get the thing out of his neck and put it in a
You can definitely try. Give me a first aid check. You rush through all the trees and the gunfight and everything. For a second,
Success.
Percy, you have to remove her from your line of sight just to be able to be aim again.
just
As
run
you
it
get
in there.
as you get there, you try to see you see Jimmy rolling onto the floor and hanging to his neck, and you see that like sort of like needle sticking out.
Yeah.
And you remove it. Jimmy, everything stopped instantly. The pain is not there anymore. But it's still very confusing.
I don't touch it. I'm using tweezers. I'm putting it in like a test tube. That's
All right, sounds good. Yes.
Okay, I guess I have to wait till my turn.
Yes, indeed.
So,
That
yeah.
brings us to
Okay.
the enemies. The guy with the machete runs away. He's too fucked to continue combat. The guy who shot the weird needle, he's going to... Yes?
Can I shoot him in the back when he runs?
You're
Or do I have to
welcome.
wait for my turn?
You know what? Yeah, you're welcome to do so. I'll allow it.
Like attack of opportunity.
This is not a thing in that game, but as a DM, I will allow it.
story wise.
So roll me
Okay.
your rifles from the gear.
Yes.
Straight into the middle of his back, and he flops in the ground like a rag doll. No need to roll damage. He was fucked to no ends. The guy who shot the needle, seeing the scene and seeing you removing the pin, is just like raising his rifle in your direction, Fred, and he's shooting to try to get you down.
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you trying to dodge or just
Dodge,
taking it?
yeah.
All right, roll me the dodge. You need to have a hard success.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
That's a failure.
That's going to be 7 points of damage as you take
Okay.
a heavy hit to the side of the shoulder and just roll to the floor. The rest of the soldiers are going to... Two of them are going to try to retaliate at Percy, but with a penalty die, because the fuck. Fuck the tree. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Basically, the first one shoots and basically knocks down a bird that was just flying through here that the second one, you hear a click followed by a very crunchy metallic noise. He had a malfunction. His gun is jammed right now.
Oh no!
Oh,
The remaining two are trying to shoot at Lazlo, who is trying to pinpoint locations right now. So that's not something that they want to have. First shot is going to be a failure. Second shot. No, not damage, please. Second shot. The second guy is going to roll a regular success. Would you try to dodge, Lazlo?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dodging.
You need a regular success at least.
Gotta find dodge. There it is. Oh,
ooh.
that is hard.
It's a hard success. You just roll to the side, completely, like lethal weapon style, and all the shots are just landing a few centimeters away from you. You take nothing.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh god.
Scheiße! Scheiße!
Which actually brings us to you, Lazlo. What do you do?
Didn't I just have to use my turn to dodge?
No, that was just... Well,
Oh.
you forfeited your attack, but if you want to do something else, you're welcome to.
I mean, I'd try to. Well, I guess at this point they're all pointed out. Could I try to look to see? Is there anything specific about the one that shot?
Fred?
James.
The one-
Jimmy.
The one who shot Jimmy, give me a spot hidden or a medicine check. Up to you.
I'll take the spot hidden. Nope.
Nope. He's just tall and probably angry at the moment.
Okay.
Probably angry.
All right. Brings us to Percy.
Percy is going to move from one tree to another, moving target.
All right.
And take up a secondary firing position and fire at the blow dart guy.
Okay, the guy who shot everybody. Okay, sounds
Yes.
good. Roll me your attack.
I rolled it in
Success.
the wrong place, but I'll take that again.
Indeed. You get used to it eventually, don't worry. And roll for damage. Ooh,
That's a 10.
10. Okay.
He's
You
shooting
are-
at center mass.
You're shooting in center mass. He's actually going to burn all of his luck to use a special skill called Look Out, Sir, where basically one of the Bolivian soldiers just interposes in front of him and takes the brunt of the shot. He's
Good old
falling
human shield.
dead in front of him. One of his goons is down, but the guy took nothing. But that also means that he used all of his luck for that. Cool. Jimmy, the pain
Yeah,
stopped. You are now
pain
awake,
stopped.
like aware. What do you
And
do?
since I succeeded my sanity
Yes.
on the last one, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'll process this later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up, and I've got the bayonet on the shotgun, and that motherfucker really messed with my head.
Indeed.
I plan on putting a bayonet into him for that, so I'm gonna charge him.
Specifically
Okay.
being into the head, right?
Oh no, just right in the chest. Just I want to
You-
pin this dude to a tree.
You're like running at him, bayonet first. Roll your attack with the bayonet, please.
All right, with the bayonet from the gear.
From the
There
gear,
you go.
indeed. Nice.
That is a
Oh,
failure.
Sir,
that's
not
a
only
failure.
yeah, that's a
Whoa.
big ass
How
failure.
really
However-
messed your head up.
Can we
However-
use luck on these?
So you can either use luck on these. The only things you cannot roll luck on are sanity check. But you can either use luck on these, or you can tell me how you could do it a little bit differently. Like you take a better aim, or you just change your position or something and re-roll. But if you do and you fail, there's consequences.
Okay. No, I would say it's one of those like, okay, he, dodges, so I'm going to swing the rifle butt at him to try and get him to like move back off balance, and then I'm going to try and stab him again.
Okay, roll again. That is much better. That's a success.
There we go.
He will try to counterattack and fail miserably. Roll your damage.
Okay. I gotta go back to the log because it ran away from me.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 3. However, there's a little note on there that says E because I can end up getting him impaled.
yeah, this is only if you roll extreme success. If you do extreme success, you actually dig it so deep that he's continued bleeding for a while. Right now, this is just a slash, a random cut.
Okay.
But
Because I
still.
was trying to impale him and then pull the trigger.
Indeed. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, considering the way he moved and everything, you won't be able to do that. But could you roll me a spot hidden check, please?
Sure. That is a failure.
There is a failure. Okay. Yeah, that guy is just dodging most of the attack. He did take a heavy gash onto the side of his torso, but he's doing pretty much okay right now. Okay, which
Alright.
brings us to Fred.
How many guys are left?
Right now, from what you can see, there's the big guy and 3 other dudes.
Okay. The guy with the blow dart or whatever, does he still have that thing out? Can I want to see where that is.
The
Whatever he
dot.
did to shoot Jimmy.
Yeah, right now he has it on his belt. There is a sort of leather strap that he's using it to keep it in place.
Okay, so he's not aiming it at anybody else right now.
Mm.
Is there any weapon, any fallen person that has a knife, a gun, anything that I can grab?
Oh yeah,
She doesn't have any weapons. Is there something I can scrounge?
Oh yeah, definitely. One of the guys that fell next to you has a machete. If you want to try it,
Would that be a brawl to try
that
to
would
hit
be a
somebody
brawl.
with it?
Yes.
All right, I'll try to hit the guy with the
The blowgun.
yeah.
Yeah, he's managed to take all of us off in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately,
I just want his poison, that's all.
yeah. You rush at him,
I'm not
and
good at this part,
and
guys.
yeah, you're not used to, especially like machete, who are like wide stuff, and
Mhm.
definitely not the wide way. And basically, you are sort of like crossed together with like Jimmy and his bayonet, and you and the machete, and you kind of like impede each other, so that did not really help.
Damn it, Winnie, sit down.
The guy did not.
I am not a bear with no pants. You can call me Fred.
The guy did not appreciate that at all, and right now you are in his face, so he's going to. Okay, he's going to try a maneuver, which is basically going to be trying to move Jimmy in a way that is going to hurt Fred. So, Jimmy, what is your build?
Build.
Look-
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
It should
That's
be on
size,
the,
right?
No, that's under this. You have move, damage bonus, and build. Build is the thing you're looking for.
Oh, my build is 0.
Okay.
He's short guy.
Okay, that means that he's going to try that with a bonus die. So basically, he's just turning to the side and trying to push you so that you basically fall onto Fred. With a bonus die, that's going to be, hard success.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say, roll for damage, Jimmy.
Oh no. For what?
Oh, yes. For the
Can I
bayonet.
try to dodge Jimmy
bayonet?
coming at me?
You can try, yes. You need to beat a hard success.
That's a 5.
All right. And that's a failure. Okay, Fred, you take 5 points of damage as you're getting
Owie.
scraped with Jimmy's weapon. The other soldiers are trying to focus right now on the moving target and are, again, trying to shoot all 3 of you at you, Percy, right now, because you seem hard to shoot. So that's going to be first one, failure, second guy, failure, and third guy. Gee, Lord, I'm lousy. Okay, that's going to be a hard success, though. Are you going to
Is
try to
that the
dodge
guy
that?
that had the? Is that the guy that had the malfunctioning rifle?
Oh, you are right. That guy does not. He's going to use his round to try to fix the gun. Let me roll for this. Yeah, okay. He did fix the gun, but he did not get an attack this turn. So you are good. Which brings us to Lazlo.
All right. Lazlo, having done basically everything he can to roll around and seeing where it's at, can he just like rush the blow dart dude and hit him with his book?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get away from me. I'm going to start hitting people.
No, actually,
wow.
no, you're right. No, Lazlo wouldn't. With Jimmy up there and Jimmy, no. Lazlo wouldn't do that.
That's
Lazlo's-
look.
He's gonna try and throw something at him though. Like, is there
Okay.
anything in the packs that's kind of heavy that Jimmy could try to, or Lazlo could try to throw at him?
In the packs?
Yeah.
There are a few heavy things. The heavier thing is basically your radio kit.
That's valuable.
Except from that, you have your assortment of water bottles, like metallic, sort of like gourds.
So sure, let's throw a canteen at him.
Okay, roll me for. I'm going to call that a straight dexterity check.
Oh, Dex, not a throw.
Dr.
Oh no!
Orson's head is
If you have
sitting right
throw,
there.
you're
Yeah,
more
right?
than welcome to
No,
use
what's
throw.
left of it.
No, I would rather use Dex.
Aha.
Ooh,
And that
Ooh.
is actually
that's
an
an extreme success.
Okay, that's going to be a
What?
single. That's going to be a singular point of damage for a canteen, but you basically hit him onto the side of the head. The guy turns to you with angry eyes. Roll me a spot hidden, please.
I'm just picturing like he just shoved Jimmy.
Ooh.
Jimmy stabbed
Well, that's a
Fred and then gets
success.
bit
But could I
domed in
do
the
like a
face.
psychoanalysis instead?
Yes, you can.
So I mean, it's still a success.
Still a success. That's pretty good. First of all, the first thing that you realize is that this person is angry. Definitely, the frown on his face is unmistakable. The thing about his face, though, is that the rest of the visage is sort of like expressionless, and there is like a sort of disconnect between like his eyes and the rest of the face. It's really hard to put a finger on what's wrong with him, but his face is wrong, for like a better word.
Meine Liebchen, we could talk this through.
Oh.
I
That's it.
picture Lazlo's
Oops.
basically just has like cutting words, and his damage is going to start telling your mama jokes to these guys. Like,
As a person, I would be extremely proud, but yeah. Which brings us to Percy.
Google's when your mama jokes were invented. From my cover,
Hmm.
he can see the three dudes who are firing at him.
Yes, indeed.
He's gonna hose across from left to right, finishing.
am I
at
in that fucking line?
No.
Not exactly, no. Basically, you guys with the guy are somewhere on the left,
pushed
and the
up
three
on
other
the-
dudes are just on the side providing cover. So you're more than welcome to spread around. So roll me with your rifle.
I purposely changed seeing Winnifred and Jimmy up in that guy's face, and he doesn't have a clear shot.
Sounds good. In that case, roll me with a penalty die.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. None of them get shot, but all of them basically like duck and try to avoid all of your shots. It doesn't look well for them right now, but they're still a little bit, ahead of the curve for you. By the way, the nurses gone, the mules
Yeah.
panicking, everything. Jimmy, what are you doing?
Okay, so I ended up stabbing Freddy in the leg.
Yes, you did.
At which point it's, damn it, Freddy, you ain't good at this. Get down. And I'm gonna take the gun, turn back to him, just in time to watch him get domed by a canteen.
You have a brief moment of
I'll say again.
You have a brief window of opportunity where he's actually looking back at Lazlo, so he's not actively looking at you right now.
And I'm like right up next to him.
You are.
Is there any, like, can I roll with an advantage to basically just start cracking rounds? Because I can attack 1 to 3 times.
Yes, you
and
can.
I just want to mag dump in this dude. Just dome.
So here's what's gonna happen. You're going to roll 3 times. The first one with a bonus die. The second one, like regular one. Third one with a penalty die. Each shot gets a little bit less efficient. So 3 shots.
Gotcha. All right, so I
Starting with a bonus die.
Where do I add the bonus die?
So on the left of your character sheet, roll. It should say roll normally or something, and you can specify bonus
Oh, yeah.
die.
Okay, here we go. Bonus die. All right, so first one with the shotgun.
So that's going to be a
A
45.
success.
That's a success. Okay. Roll for damage.
And then roll damage. That is a 13.
13. Okay.
All right, so back to rolling normal.
Yeah.
That is a
9,
failure.
4. Failure.
All right,
And the
then
last one
with a penalty die.
when a penalty die. That's going to be
Still
a failure
failure.
as well.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, but you said I
Yes.
can use luck, right?
You can.
I would like to use luck because that's only 4 luck points to make that a success.
Sounds good. Roll for damage.
Does luck replenish?
Eventually.
Okay.
Not quickly.
Not quickly at all.
Hey, we gotta survive in order
Same
to
with
make
Make
it.
it
same
right?
with
last.
sanity, my
Make it
friend.
last, boys.
Oh, that's a
20.
good one. Ooh, okay. The 2 shots that actually hit him, the first 2, I would say, to make it more sense, basically like pushed him like a few feet apart, or like away from you,
Yeah.
and he's landing on the ground, and you can see that he has a gigantic hole, bloody hole in the center of his chest. I need Fred and Jimmy to make me a power check.
Oh,
Power. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I was hoping to take its
Unlimited
freaking head
power.
off. So
Ooh.
Ah, damn it.
Failure. At
Yep,
the
I
moment,
don't know what that means.
at that very moment, basically, the moment you thought, you can see that the bloody innards, and instantly you have the urge to like look away. Somebody else seems to be more dangerous right now for some reason. You just look to the other guys. Same
He's
with you,
dead. I
Fred.
gotta get the next of them. The rest of
Basically,
them,
like
so.
that's basically like your state of mind right now. Same with you, Fred. This one is no longer a danger. The other ones are,
Okay.
which is a good transition because Fred, what are you doing?
I was gonna try to take the stuff off of him, but do I automatically want to focus on somebody else?
Roll me a power check if you want to go back to him.
Well, yeah, I wanted to get his stuff. Shit.
Okay. You can
He'll
get
probably still be there after the fight.
I know, but that was her focus.
Yeah.
She's no
You-
good with the machete.
I mean, focusing on his equipment and not the wound itself, you can just
Yeah.
get there and try to grab it. He is still alive. You can hear him labored, like with a labored breathing, and he's grabbing your hand and yelling stuff at you in a language you do not understand. He is, however, bugged in all sorts of ways, so you do manage to remove yourself from his grasp easily. But you do have
Can I-
you have the object with you right now.
Okay, can I shout out he's still alive?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Does that make me turn back to him?
You can try to turn back to him. Give me a power roll. Nope.
That
Right
is
now,
a failure.
he might be alive. He's not a danger. Which brings us to the 3 enemies and that guy. That guy is going to try to crawl away. He's just turning onto his belly and just crawling away from everything and trying to just leave. Not very far, not very fast. The other 3 are basically going to try to shoot at the very loud shooter.
Shit.
Didn't they take the dodge action?
They did. You're right. They are not going to do that.
Will's on it
He
today.
is on it.
Probably what's keeping us alive right now. So
Mhm. He is indeed on it. Cool. Which brings us to Lazlo.
Yeah, Lazlo's just gonna keep throwing. He's
Mhm.
gonna target at the other ones that are still standing.
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Fail.
Nope. You just hear thunk against the wood. Didn't he reach your target? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Percy.
Gonna go for the. So as last round he sprayed left to right. the
going
other way.
back.
I would say that you have been in enough combat situation to realize that you need to reload, my friend. You have spread a shit ton of bullets right now.
Okay.
You did cover fire twice. Right now, your magazine is fucking empty. You're gonna have to spend your turn to get the new magazine, reload, and get ready for the next one.
Okay.
Right.
Is there a roll for that, or that? Just
No,
happens?
it just happens. You are a professional. No problem with that. Jimmy.
Jimmy has 2 shells left. I was actually
He
just
does.
counting a second ago, just because I was thinking of that. So he's got 2 shells left. That dude's dead. How far away are the other
Ish.
guys from me?
Fred told you he's still alive.
That's fair, but I also just blew a dinner plate out of him, so I'm not particularly concerned.
The other 2 are roughly 15 yards away from you.
Okay, I should be able to do that with my primary range still.
I mean, you can get closer to them and just.
That's fair.
Good.
Yeah, no, turn and go, and yeah, if they're still suppressed.
Oh,
I
at the
can
moment,
use it
yeah, they are
bonus.
ducking, trying to avoid the spread of bullets.
Could I get a bonus die on that then? Because I'm
No.
going to come at them essentially from their side. the
Not
way you're
really,
describing
because
it.
coming from the side, I would call that a bonus die. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so first guy,
Hmm.
bonus die. Let's see.
That's gonna be good.
That is a hard success.
What success? I mean, he is gonna take it.
Yeah. That's 11.
That is the last thing he's going to take.
And then,
Are you going to do again shot?
well, I only have 2 shells
Only
left, so
2,
it's shot,
yeah.
shot, and
Okay,
then
so
I
this one
have
is a regular roll then.
All right. And that's a
Hard success as well.
again.
Yeah, he cannot beat that.
Oh, died.
Interesting.
Oh, I rolled the
Ah,
bayonet.
you rolled for the bayonet. Oh, so it's,
Oh, hold on.
this time you need to roll the right. I would need to use the other roll because this is not the same skill.
Yeah, it's the wrong weapon, yeah.
Which is even better. Jesus. Extreme success.
Extreme success.
Okay.
24.
24. Okay. That guy's leg is gone, and with it is consciousness. He is completely done.
Okay.
There is this
so,
one guy
boom,
that
boom.
is looking terrified right now. Terrified. Fred.
Yeah.
The guy is trying to crawl away.
Yeah, he's just like
I'm
a
gonna
few meters away from you
try
right
to
now.
stab him with the bayonet, I guess.
Or the
The bayonet
What do I
is
have?
the machete. Yeah,
Machete.
yeah. Roll me a brawl with a like a bonus die.
Oh,
Okay.
could I say something during that? Like, I don't know kind of what the...
I mean, yeah, sure.
Fred, keep him around.
Trying. Oh, I put bonus die, but nothing. It only rolled one thing.
Interesting. Try again.
Okay, it says bonus die over here. One roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
You basically drop the machete on top of him, and you don't hurt him because you're trying to like keep him around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you basically pin his jacket onto the ground. He is not moving right now. And again, he keeps insulting you with words you have never heard in your entire life. They sound very guttural and weird. Okay. Give me a power roll, by the way.
Success.
Oh. As you basically pin him to the ground, he turns his head towards you with like a look of anger, and you can see that part of his face is like gone, and the flesh behind it is scaly, for like a better word. Okay, which brings us to the enemy. That guy is going to remain on the floor and persecute you. The other soldier in front of Jimmy is just dropping his gun, running away. Full bow.
I didn't kill him?
No, the third guy. There was like 3 guys in front of you. You did 2
Yeah,
shots.
one guy, you said 11, and
Yeah,
that was
he's
all he
gone.
got. The second guy blew his leg off and he died.
Yeah.
And then the third guy, she pinned to the ground.
No, the one that's
No.
pinned to the ground.
There's
is the one
another
that's pinned to the
guy.
hole.
There was
Oh,
there was
different
3
one.
soldiers
Okay.
left. But
Gotcha.
now there is only one running soldier basically. He is running through the jungle. If you guys want to take a back shot or
I have a
something,
pistol.
you do have a
so
pistol. If you
just
and Percy would
transition.
like to shoot, yeah, both of you can roll your shot. Percy, what would you like to say?
I was just going to say he's gonna his new mag is full and he's going to unleash and fail.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've got 3 rounds I can take. Do I get a bonus because he's like fleeing?
I would
like
say
that?
so, yeah.
Sure.
He's not resisting, he's fleeing, he's basically trying to run away from you.
Oh, I didn't get a bonus dice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, fear gives wings to people, and he's...
That is
Oh.
a hard success, though.
Oh,
what?
yeah. Oh,
How
yeah.
are you shooting 3 attacks? God damn.
Yeah, I got 3 attacks on the pistol because it's a revolver. It's just bang, bang, bang.
But every time he shoots, it's like harder. Like it's with
Yeah.
more penalty than the previous shot.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You shoot him straight into the back, and he stumbles onto the ground. He is
Okay.
dead.
Oh, shit. What
Yeah,
much left
you-
in him, huh?
No, basically you hit him like right in the back of the neck, and he's just done for.
Okay.
Everything falls a little bit more silent inside the forest.
Jimmy's gonna turn and like sweep to make sure that everyone, because she had said that the other guy was still alive. I want to make sure he stayed down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
She's
just
gonna pin to
whenever
the
it gets back to
ground
my
like a
turn, I guess,
butterfly
because I
right
don't know
now.
if we're still, if we're
Okay.
still in initiative or not.
Which-
Now, right now we're like more of a freeform. This is out of combat.
Cool.
The guy
Jimmy,
turns
can we get this
Sweep.
guy tied up?
1 second, and swing back. Is the other guy still there?
From what you can see, the guy who's pinned down, he's not going to move, and he's probably not going to be long for this world anyway. You really did a huge number on him. Now, looking at him, there is something off about him. Roll me a power roll, please. Yes?
I was just saying, Jimmy's primarily concerned with. She said the other guy, the dude with the blowgun, is still alive.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Can
he's
I-
the one that's pinned to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
that
Yes.
he's the one that's pinned
That's-
to the ground.
No, that's the
Oh,
one.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, power roll. Sure thing.
Lazlo's also going to approach the.
That is a hard success.
Okay, power roll for you as well, Lazlo. Hard success for Jimmy, right?
And so
Ooh.
She's got him pinned to the ground right
Hard
now.
Yeah.
Mhm, with a machete, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys approach and see this heavily bleeding body on the ground, you basically just like rub one of the shoulder and put him onto his back, and you can see that his skin, which has been blown away by your shotgun, reveals a scaly sort of like underground, as if the skin was just above another kind of skin, like a costume of sorts. It is disgusting, and it is unlike anything you've ever seen. I need all of you to roll me a sanity roll, please.
This doesn't fall under like body horror and
Hard success.
Hard success. Okay.
I'm gonna
Failure.
burn to.
No, you cannot burn
Oh,
anything
no, I
for
can't.
sanity,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Like everybody except for Fred, actually. You all lose 2 points of sanity right now, as you have this moment of stepping back and looking at that creature looking at you.
the hell is
He
that thing?
is hissing at you and cursing things in all sorts of languages. You do not know exactly what he says, but he's angry, raging.
Anybody understand what he's saying?
No.
None of you, actually.
Is that
Yes, Percy?
Percy would like to take his revolver and put him out of his misery.
I was gonna say.
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes. The brain...
Wait. Lazlo would try to
Try to...
get him to stop, but not try that hard either. Just wait.
Like, oh, no, stop, kind of thing. Yeah.
I wanted to talk to him, but this is probably for the best.
Do you actually...
Yeah.
Percy's not really going to take any sort of advice from a canteen throwing kraut.
Yep.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You shoot him
really crap?
right between the eye. The deflagration is absolutely deafening as part of his face is completely removed, and you can see the skull behind it that starts to bend in a weird way. It's elongated, it is scaly, it is not human whatsoever.
Jimmy's gonna shoot him again. So what
Yeah.
the fuck's that? The hell is
Fair.
that? Damn.
Well, whatever that
Percy,
is,
get over here
that
and
doesn't
cover him.
ha-
I'm gonna reload.
whatever that is, that doesn't have a head anymore.
Mm.
Percy, cover him. I'm gonna reload.
Gross.
Lazlo's going to see if he had anything on him. Well, since you both have resolved your anger towards the individual, just anger, of course, just anger. Do you mind if I at least see if he has anything of use?
Knock yourself out, and I'm
I
gonna go
don't think
shoot
he's
the
gonna
other
move
ones
again.
too.
Okay. Yeah, the other ones were already dead by the time you get there. So
Yeah,
no,
nope. Everyone
no,
gets around.
makes sense.
Everyone gets around.
All of the other ones are normal people.
Percy?
Lazlo, just as a note. So while you are rifling through his pockets and everything,
Yep.
you find, first of all, his rifle. It's a caliber 303 for whatever that means. That you are welcome to distribute to somebody if you want to.
I suggest you learn how to use that, boy.
I know how to use a rifle. Just because I don't like to use the rifles doesn't mean I don't know how to use the rifle.
So
yeah,
you
he's on
can
point as long as he's got that in his hands.
you can put that in your inventory. I will give you the stats later.
Got it?
The needle throwing thingy is in Fred's possession right
Fred
now.
has it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, like the way that it looks, it is. How to say that? It is very weird. It is sort of like a. Sort of just like a random tube, but that has like inscriptions on it and sculpting, and it kind of looks like snakes all across the thing. It's very weird object, definitely.
Like a blowgun kind of thing.
Sort of a blowgun, yeah,
Shape.
but none like anything that you have ever seen in your life. It looks very not common.
And he had like a holster kind of a thing for it.
Yeah, he basically had like
Yeah.
a leather strap that he had it,
Okay.
and yeah, you can. I will give you the stats as well. Anywho,
And any extra like
Mm.
darts or anything, needles that
Yeah.
he has? Okay.
He has one more needle somewhere on his
Okay.
person.
I don't touch anything with my hands.
Sounds good. I'll come to you soon, Percy. I just finished with the equipment. He does have a light backpack that has a compass, a weird paper with some odd markings on it that I will show you right now, actually.
Ooh.
That thing. And
The hell is this?
the hell is this? And he has a stick of dynamite,
I'll take that.
as
Well,
well as
you don't take shits. This is Lazlo's right now.
Well, fair enough. What's your demolition score, buddy?
a sort of weird stone tube. It kind of gives you, kind of reminisce you of a flute, like an old pan flute of sorts, but made of stone, very thin stone. It's very hard and very precise for stone cutting. It's very odd. Percy, sorry.
On the rifle, how many rounds?
On the rifle, he currently has now 4 rounds left.
Okay.
Percy, what were you about to say?
Percy, while they're ravaging over the dead guy's body, will search the other soldiers' bodies for explosives and ammunition, and he will also make a point of disabling their weapons. Unless anyone wants one of the weapons, he will remove.
You want one of the weapons, right?
I can shoot. I just don't have a gun.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome
think
to
it's
take one of
best
their
if
shotgun.
everybody gets something that can reach out and touch someone.
I'm not great, but it's better than a canteen,
Well, in any case, then you can take one of the shotguns, and the other ones can be disabled very easily for you.
We keep calling back to the canteen. At least I was trying something.
I mean, it worked out in my favor.
Exactly. See? Thank
Percy,
you.
Percy, if you get a shot, when you find anything that goes boom on there, I'd like some of that if you got it. But I need a second. And he's just going to kind of like look at this massive gash that's still just sitting across his chest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go take a minute. And he's going to find a place to sit down and like clean, tend to the wounds.
Sounds good. Roll me a first aid check.
I was gonna say I can do first aid. I'm pretty good at that.
Like either of you.
Well,
I'm okay with that.
That is a success.
Okay, so you recover 1 hit point. And at the moment, you're not bleeding. That's something.
Neat.
I might just do it on myself then, because I got pretty beat up.
Sure.
Go for it. We all got to work.
Only 1 roll per wound, however. Yeah, you recover 1 hit point.
If I spend a luck to make that a hard success, does it heal more?
Still 1 hit point.
Okay.
Percy, you were about to say something?
He will, after canvassing the bodies, did he find anything particularly interesting?
Most of them had shotguns, a machete, and basically a dozen shotgun shells for each soldier. And that is pretty much it. They were not very well equipped. Most of the equipment were on the backpack on the big guy.
Okay, so they don't have like identity cards or anything like that?
None whatsoever, which is odd. They don't even have most of the time those military guys have identification of some sorts. They do not.
Do they have uniforms with any identifying badges?
The only identifying thing that you can find is the Bolivian army uniform. But it seems like the one thing that seems odd to you is that they all seem to be of various ranks, but the big guy was not the higher ranking officer.
Okay.
So
Okay, next thing. Can Percy set about trying to re-establish the group and find the nurses and make sure they're okay and try and organize the mules back, or are they fled?
You can try. Give me a spot hidden. Meanwhile, Lazlo, you wanted to say something?
yeah, so is it possible, having gone through everything, Right. So this is everything that I found. Jimmy, we've talked about your use of explosives, and I think this would be great for you. And he'd give off the dynamite stick.
Please tell me he doesn't just drop it like that.
No.
Because
Oh no.
Jimmy
Oh
would
no.
lose his shit.
Yes, he would
tosses
like,
it.
here's your dynamite stick. I understand, sometimes the big explosions, they really bring a little spark of joy to your life.
You could have just
This is-
said, "Here you go."
Well,
I appreciate it.
there is good thing in true engaging conversations.
He's
but-
just gonna look at you while he stitches himself up because he's got a suture kit. He can't feel the pain, so he's literally just like sewing himself back together. just
That's
staring
there,
at you.
yeah.
That is quite impressive. And then there was this weird paper. And, go over the paper. Lazlo would like to ingrain that in his memory with his talent.
That's good. Meanwhile, Percy, while you were looking around trying to figure out all of the location for everybody, no trace of any nurse anywhere. You did manage to find one mule, only one. That basically is the one that had the satchel of equipment on the side, and basically when he was running away, he got caught in some branches and got stuck there. So the only reason you can find that mule is that he could not run away.
We got the smart mule. Right on.
That was the one that Lazlo was throwing stuff from. Oh, it's stuck.
Gonna free the mule and lead it back to the group.
All right.
With that, we were bringing doctors and nurses, and this would be like you said. This is 33?
33, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, antibiotics aren't really a thing at the moment, but I would still like to see what medical supplies they had in there because I got chewed up. So
Yeah.
actually,
Fred got his bag.
question.
So
Yes.
Because you had said roll per injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I only rolled to fix the one,
Yes.
but I'm pretty sure I had at least one more injury.
It was just the needle.
Oh, it was the needle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This
does
one
that
is
count as a
basically
second injury?
healed. There's barely any sight of like the entry point. It was a
Okay.
very thin, like acupuncture needle kind of thing.
So I took damage twice. I could roll another.
Yeah, you could try
Okay.
to try to fix
got hurt.
Jimmy's
wanna
damage
fix-
on you.
That's a failure. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a way in this game system to assist? Because I also have a pretty high first aid. Like that would have been a success for me.
Yeah, absolutely. You could basically like if you want to assist the person rolls with a bonus die. So
Okay.
basically, like if you're assisting Fred, you can re-roll with just a normal roll,
Okay. Well,
and
That's a success.
you recover another.
yeah, I do feel a little
Alright.
bad about stabbing
Jimmy.
you.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault, but yeah, I still
I
feel a
mean-
little bad about it.
I ran in your way.
So- Looking into the satchels for any medical equipment remaining, you find the base, very like low level kind of thing, which is bandages, sutures, a little bit of alcohol, but not much else medical wise. The other things that are there are basically like the how do you say, the radio, the whole kit for the radio to keep in touch with Caduceus, and the rest was in Dr. Orsini's satchel.
Okay.
But there is a very distinct lack of medical equipment here. It seems very minimalistic.
Fred, you're part of this Caduceus organization, right?
All of
As
you
much
are.
As we all are.
All of you are. yeah.
I'm contracted part time. Anyway,
It's not my day job, but I participate.
does Doc have any actual medicine in his bag?
No.
You said you grabbed it, right?
Since you opened,
Yeah.
as you open the bag, all you can see is basically a small folder with a few sheets of papers in it. Would you like to take a look at them?
Mm.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna search the doc because he was about to tell us something.
Okay. The first thing you find is a sort of like crude map, hand drawn. That is the following.
Oh man, he even had the site of battle in there.
It is not where you are right now. It feels
Oh.
weird because you're not anywhere near that river right now. You have heard it, you know that it's not too far, but you're not anywhere close from that. The second thing that you find, the second sheet of paper, is the following. I will read it for the people at home. Caduceus mission briefing, date 12 March 1933, to Dr. Arturo Orsini. Briefing for Bolivia mission. Proceed to aid camp, see map. Present Dr. Gomez, in charge of the aid camp, with the enclosed letter. You should first make your way to the site of the recent confrontation. The site is approximately 2 miles west of the aid camp, on the far side of the river. Beware of possible level 3 threats in the vicinity. Our intelligence on the threat is regrettably limited. We believe the threat is a temple guardian of some kind. Your mission is to enter the temple and retrieve the mummy for immediate return to Caduceus HQ in New York. Any accompanying artifacts should likewise be recovered and brought home. Your team of specialists is very able but new to the job. As always, we find it best to initiate and test newcomers in the field. Brief them as and when you see fit. We will expect a report on the individual team member upon your return. You have proven over and again that you can keep your head when those around you are losing theirs. We have every confidence in your abilities. Regards, Shapiro.
Huh.
Well, I seen that they overestimated him slightly.
Yeah.
The final
I don't
document.
believe he kept his head.
No.
The final
Oh,
document
the irony.
is indeed a letter that is the following. 12 March 1933, Dear Dr. Gomez, we hope that all is well at the camp. This letter should be handed to you by Dr. Arturo Orsini, a trusted member of our organization. He and his team have important work to conduct in the vicinity of your camp. Please extend to him and his team your support and hospitality. I trust the additional staff and supplies that he brings will prove useful. Yours sincerely, Shapiro.
Well, we still have some of the additional supplies, I guess.
Percy would say, I'm sorry, Lazlo, but I believe the doctor needs to ride on the mule. And he'll put the body of the doctor on the mule to present to Dr. Gomez.
Well, I do believe you are correct. I suppose I can carry myself for a little while. It's
Hey,
not so bad.
It wasn't a question or a negotiation.
I didn't say that it was. I was agreeing with you.
hey, Fritz, you still got that map?
Which map?
The one that we just looked at, but also that one with all them weird squiggly lines on it. There's a circle, with weird
Yeah.
squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Is there a way to put them up side by side? Oh, there is. Hell yeah. I don't have that up anymore.
So
is
that
it?
Oh, you don't?
It
river
should be
matches.
in your journal.
Journal
things.
shared with me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Journal.
Do we know where we are in relation to the camp?
Give me a survival check.
Oh, let's see. Am I any good at that?
No, that's the map.
Survival.
There it is.
You're somewhere in South America, you're not exactly sure where.
Oh, I have a very low chance, but let's go for it. Yeah,
Mhm.
92.
Hey,
That's
a
a kid
clue.
roll.
all right.
There's,
Look, I'm not the best at reading.
in reference to my failure,
Mhm.
does the fact that Percy have a compass and is I think there's he's got something to do with navigation because
He's a
yeah,
pilot.
With the compass and the sort of like route map, I would allow you for a navigation roll.
Okay.
Could I,
Let's go.
since I'm looking at the two, could I roll
Oh!
a survival as well? Ooh, nice.
Yeah, sure.
Could
hmm
could I do
That's fail.
an occult check on the weird markings?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
While you do so, in the sort of like the hand-drawn map that you can see, the path that is in dotted markings is doing a sort of like a reverse L. Where the corner is roughly where you are right now.
Mm.
So you're basically like 2 to 3 miles south of the 8 camp.
And would Percy recognize what Will obviously recognizes as the river on both maps?
It looks like it, yeah. Sure looks like
Hey,
it.
real quick, like I understand we need to get to a place of safety, but something's bothering me here real quick. I just want y'all to take a look at it real fast. And I would like to hold the map and the markings, because if you look at the slash that goes through the markings, it looks identical to the river and the map.
That's exactly what Percy just said.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, I completely missed that. I was too busy trying to pull all the stuff up. I was like,
Not a problem.
just saying.
But that the great mind thinks alike. Lazlo, how did you do on your
I'm
occult check?
Success.
glad you caught up there, boy.
I blame the shell shock. Give it a minute.
The document itself does not strike you as something occult. It does seem to be a foreign language, but none that you have ever seen in your life. Through your various studies and researches and stuff like that, you have seen a heavy number of languages and old languages and old writings and stuff like that. None of them look like that. It's not a matter of that you don't remember. It's a matter of you know that none of them look like that.
Right. This is very strange, but yes, yeah, I do see the similarities. It could definitely be there.
All right. So are we looking at two maps?
I would suggest we're looking at some form of other map, but it is in the same area, obviously with different meanings. Right now, I put us outside that outer circle, but I think we should keep this with us and proceed to the aid camp and make contact with Dr. Gomez.
Has anyone noticed that little triangle there is right about where the aid camp would be, meaning that they know where it is? So yeah, if we're looking at two maps here and one of them is an enemy map, that means they know where our camp is. Should we be going there?
Well, we're either going to find our people that we need to see alive and well or not. So either way, I mean, we stumbled into this trap without knowing. So
I'll say if we do this, we need to maybe do some recon before we just walk on in there all happy.
that sounds like a good idea. Approach carefully.
Lionel, I have a question.
Yes.
I have one of my skills is a photographic memory.
Yes.
Hey,
And I
me
get
too.
a bonus die to no rolls.
Mhm.
I don't see a no skill. Is that like for history or something else?
Yeah,
What is a
basically,
no?
like
To
no
know
rolls.
something?
No, it uses one of your actual characteristics. No rolls are, I believe, intelligence.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. This is basically
Okay.
like to try to recall something that you know. Common stuff that you should know, like something that is just a wide knowledge that is not too specific. You know what I mean?
Okay. hmm
Yeah.
So it wouldn't help in deciphering these bizarre things.
Not really, no.
Okay.
You could the other thing you could do if you want is to roll an intelligence check to have an idea roll. If at some point you feel lost in what to do next, you can try to roll an ideal roll to try to get like a stroke of idea.
Okay. I think we just want to head to the camp right now, but just be on our guard.
So you said this thing strikes as a language, not necessarily occult?
Yes.
Okay.
I know Percy had gone through and said disabled some of the enemy weapons. Are you talking about like you just took the bolt out, or are you talking about like you tried to bend them around a tree, kind of disabled?
Just remove the bolts and firing
Okay.
pins, and then probably just heft the bolts and firing pins randomly
Oh.
around.
Well, that's less than ideal. All right.
We're in a jungle. Like people aren't going to find.
Oh
firing
no, they
pins.
aren't going to find them. But man, it would have been good to try to arm our allies.
No,
Well,
we
I have
yeah,
a
we
rifle now.
No, not you two. The people at
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
camp.
But I'm sure, being that they are here, I'm sure they have some sorts of supplies. But
Well, I hope
probably
so.
better
We'll
than
find out.
ours.
We'll find
I'm
out.
sure they have plenty of canteens.
You know, once again, the canteen work. So,
It worked. All right. Well,
Just
The running joke
Just-
begins. The canteen.
your style is unorthodox, sir, and I love it immensely.
all right. Well, I say we get rolling then. What time of day is it?
So
Yes.
should Jimmy and Percy take point and have you two back a bit with the mule?
Yeah, I think that's best.
either that or
Actually,
One-
one in the front, one in the back.
yeah.
And
I'll
to
take
Sweeper in
front
the front.
because my weapons are much closer range than yours.
And to answer your question, it's roughly around like 4 p.m. right now.
Will we make it to the camp before dark?
Easy, it's 2 miles.
Probably, yeah.
2 miles in the jungle is a lot different than 2 miles in the woods.
Are we on a formed path, though?
No,
No.
not in the slightest. You're in the
Steady.
middle of the trees trying to
Yeah.
navigate your way as good as you can.
I'd still say we'd cover 2 miles
So
before dark.
when we, as we walk, Lazlo's going to try and familiarize himself with the rifle.
Please don't shoot me in the back of the head. Please don't shoot me in the back of the head.
He doesn't. He knows rifles. He'd keep his finger away from the trigger.
I'm going to leave the bayonet on the shotgun and
Okay.
just essentially try to use it. It'll be probably a little bit more awkward, but I'm still going to try and use it. And then between myself and Percy, when we're like 100 meters, 200 meters outside the camp, I would like to, as the point man, stop everyone and try to reconvene again. So I don't know if we need to roll for any of that or what you want.
You
that,
can,
so.
if you're telling me that you want to basically regroup when you are getting closer, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but like
So-
like 100 meters in the jungle, they would have no idea that we're there.
Yeah.
But if we could just rally up and then that way be like, all right,
I would say, give me all of you, by the way, give me a stealth roll, please.
stealth.
I saw that just before. Now I can't see it.
It is a second
Oh, there
column.
it is.
Cool. Cool.
Which is where all of the rolls are going, so I can't get to it.
Okay, so the two armed guys are the most cautious.
We done this shit before. It ain't fun.
Like kind of absent-mindedly, like some of you just whistle a little bit, to try to keep company to the thing. Yes, Fred.
Can I try to do a listen? I have keen hearing.
Yes, please.
All right, let's see if it will give me a bonus die, because the other time it didn't let me. All right, where's listen? Oh, it did this time. Cool.
Oh,
Extreme success.
extreme success. A little bit further away, mostly to the west,
Mm-hmm.
you start to hear strange noises. You've heard animal noises before. There are all sorts of animals in the jungle, and you hear them a lot. You recognize the sound of a monkey that is yelling to all high heavens.
Oh,
But it's
panic monkey.
sort of, but it's followed by a weird whoosh sound that you cannot really put your finger on. And followed by immediately like a whole group of birds flying away from somewhere on the west. It's still a
Okay,
bit
I'm
further
gonna-
away, like 100 meters away, but it's you hear it.
I'm gonna draw attention to it to the rest of the group.
If
The
people
hell
would like
does
to
this
roll
all
a,
mean?
if y'all would like to
I'm
roll
sure
a
we would have had. Look, Kit doesn't know, but Fred would have some stop look over there.
if you want to roll a spot hidden, you'd be my guest.
All of us?
All of you who would like to follow Fred's, direction.
Success.
Yeah.
she
She's-
can follow her own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically she
It's right there.
She's giving you information, but in her own very specific way that makes sense for her. And at the moment, Fred, you are the only one to notice that there is, it's hard to see because the canopy is very dense, but roughly in the direction that you heard the noises, there is a faint bit of smoke.
That's not in the direction of the camp, is it?
No.
No, it's
Okay.
west. Camp's
Right?
north.
West
It's
from
not
us.
it's not too far from here, but it's not in the direction you're going.
Does she
I don't know
relay
that
that
we
information
necessarily
anything
need to-
other than
No, I'm talking. I'm just gonna say I don't necessarily know that we need to check it out, but there's some disturbance and smoke that way.
All right. Well,
stay on task?
yeah.
opinion.
Y'all, are you left or right-handed? Right-handed. Well,
Mhm.
because if we're traveling north, then if they're both right-handed, they theoretically would have their barrels pointing west. So,
So, well, I am ambidextrous, but I will do it on the right hand side, so that the barrel is facing that way.
that way, in case anything happens, we can turn and fire.
Lazlo is also going to put himself on the right hand side of the donkey.
Oh, good. So you can shoot the mule on the way through.
No, not shoot some. I know how to use a rifle, Jimmy. I don't understand. You know,
Did you learn that back in the Kaiser's army?
Listen, there is a difference between Austrians and Germans. I understand the concerns that you both have about me being Austrian. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to keep walking. I said, just trying to go until we get like 100 meters out and then stop everybody and regroup so that Percy and I can
Can we see the camp?
You know,
do some recon.
you know, the both of yours fixations on the past is it would put Freud's obsession with cigars to shame.
Shut up.
Ugh. Roy.
We
Yes,
are
please.
currently in enemy territory, and your yammering is going to get us all killed.
So just kind of
Percy.
All right, all right, ladies. Let's calm it down and focus on the task. It's not time for
That's
psychology.
what I'm trying to do, Percy.
All right.
We can either stick together or we can go two ways and then come back.
It's up to
Percy
you.
will take his binos out and
Jungle.
Okay.
try and see the camp.
Yeah. No roll necessary for this. You are. This was your plan all along. You know how to navigate that. There's no problem. It is easy to see the camp. It is a small camp. All of the houses are basically like 1 or 2 rooms tops. You can see that there's a number of tents. There is one that seems to be equipped with some radio equipment. You can see some antennas on top. And a whole series of tents are a little bit remote from the camp and look like military camps, if it makes sense. Basically, here is what you see.
I have a technical question real quick.
Yes.
Should we be marking off the things that we got a success in?
Yes, I
for
forgot
later?
to mention
Okay,
that.
Yes.
All of
I
the
just
skills that you,
remembered.
all of the things that you had a success in, tick them. So that could be important for later if you would like to, increase your skills.
what do you mean success?
Oh,
in
I'm
that?
going to have to go
So-
back and look at all the dice rolls.
All of the skills that you have succeeded without using luck. So, for example, when you did a spot hidden or a throw or a first aid, that kind of thing,
Oh Jesus!
there is a check mark in front of each of them. Tick it for later use.
I'm going to
Okay.
have to take a minute, probably over the break,
think
and
I
go back
did
through the
a
dice.
Yeah,
little
we will-
first aid
We
and
will
a
do
spot
some
hidden
maintenance
as
on
well.
that during the break. Don't worry about
Mhm.
that.
Sorry, I just remembered that.
No, you're right. I should have mentioned that. My bad. So yeah, basically this is what the camp looks like. It's not great, to say the least. You are
And we're
currently
coming
south
from
of this.
south.
Yes.
All All right. When you said when it's marked as soldiers,
Yes.
are those friendly? Enemy? Can we see? He's got binoculars. Can
I
we
mean,
see?
from what you guys can see, they are not attacking civilians. They seem to be living in relative harmony. But they do wear Bolivian army, uniforms, which
So they're
probably lets you to assume that they are probably not completely friendly.
Oh, because we're in Paraguay,
Yes.
so that's probably not good. The Bolivian army's here.
Hey, Percy.
Yes.
Can you get an estimate on how many of them fellers is out there?
He starts counting.
Starts counting. Within the camp, let me tell you. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people. You can see that there seem to be two guys that seem to be a little bit in charge. The rest of them is roughly 10 people.
10 soldiers. Or
10 soldiers plus the two people that seem to be handling,
The two commanders.
Giving and the commanders.
officers.
Yes.
Do we see anyone that looks like they're part of the Caduceus organization?
Some of the people in the village itself, mostly the doctors that seem to be going in and out of the hospital tent, seem to be wearing uniforms with the Caduceus logo on the side.
And their interactions are cordial. They're not,
Please
get back to work scum kind of thing.
give me a psychology roll.
Oh, good. I'm good with that.
Is Lazlo able to do that as well?
I mean, if somebody lends you their binoculars, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is it psychology or psychoanalysis?
Psychology on this one. Extreme success.
Oh, that's an
done.
extreme success.
They are ignoring each other. Intensely ignoring each other. Same sort of
Same role.
conclusion. They are basically not aggressive against each other. That seem to be a look of disdain from the civilians towards the army. But the soldiers just live and let live kind of thing.
I wonder if those soldiers we ran into before attacked us without really knowing who we were.
Well, it is possible. Oh, defreeze. Sorry, you're gonna have to say your last bit there, Percy. You cut out.
I wonder if the soldiers who attacked us before did so without understanding that we were with the Caduceus organization.
Well, okay, possibly, but okay, all right. I'll just say it. I'm not alone, right? We saw that fella's head turn into like a weird kind of form thing.
He was not normal.
So there's a thing, yes.
Yeah, no. So I'm not even sure if he was human. Here's my problem with this, right? Is they were still wearing the same uniforms.
Yes.
I mean, I personally have put on a different uniform and spoke a different language to get a little bit closer, but it's not an unknown tactic. But I'm still a little uncomfortable pushing directly in there without knowing a little bit better what the situation is.
Are those things in ruins? Is that freshly ruined or old damage?
No, that seems to be pretty recent. Some of them are even still smoking.
Okay.
So we don't. This area might have just changed hands recently.
You do know, knowing a little bit about the area and the general landscape, that there has been some fighting going on between the two armies, and this is sort of like a gray area territory between the two lands, and basically there's been a lot of fighting in that sort of meeting point. So this could be just like collateral from the general war.
Can I see any Percy? If I can borrow your glasses real quick, can I see
No.
if there are any? Well, then you tell me, Smile Guy. Are there any patrol posts out there? Are they watching the jungle, or are they just watching that road coming in?
He looks.
They, right now, they seem to be just keeping to themselves, talking amongst each other. They don't seem to be actively looking at something.
So there's
Yeah.
no like guard position.
Nope. Everything seems peaceful-ish.
Peaceful-ish.
Here's what I'm thinking. That hospital tent's got a straight shot between it and the jungle if we can get around the other side. And we know at least that we've got people in there we can trust-ish. So we can walk up the road and take our chances with these boys, or we can go around the side, wait till it gets dark, and go talk to one of the doctors and make sure that we're not going to catch a round walking into this camp. I'm personally for the second option, but I'll leave it to the group in general, because if we start fighting amongst each other, we ain't going to survive a day.
I tend to agree. Trying to get into the hospital tent might be the safest bet, rather than just knocking on the door.
Well, in that case,
I would defer to the two of you as the experts in this. I will follow anything you suggest.
well, in that case, I say one of us is going to stay here with Fred and Fritz and make sure that something don't eat them at night, and the other one's going to have to go sneak in once it gets dark. So we can rock, paper, scissors it, or I'll just do it.
The other thought I did have before we enact this plan is we could slap the mule on the ass and send it into the camp and watch for the reaction.
Hold on a second. Actually, I just done thought of something that is going to make it a lot easier. We got a radio on that mule, don't we?
We do.
And they got a radio in that town?
We do.
Give me that damn radio. Let's see. Let's just give him a call. We can be like, hey, just give me the radio. Let's make this work.
That radio is specifically designed for long-range communication, specifically to Caduceus HQ. But potentially,
change the channel.
you could try to change the channel. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll try to change the channel on it and do a general broadcast. Or hell, instead of that, why don't we just call Caduceus HQ and ask them for the frequency to the radio in the camp?
You could do that.
Yeah, spin up the radio.
Okay. If you want to do so, you might need to take a little bit of height for the aerial part of the radio, because this is something that needs to be a little bit higher. So you might need to climb one tree to put like the thing on top of the canopy. Give me a climb roll. It doesn't mean you will not succeed. It just means that like it's gonna determine how much time it takes you to actually reach the top.
That's a fail.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Lots of thorns and shit on these trees. They ain't friendly.
Yeah. It takes you a little bit longer than you care to admit, and you cannot help but notice a few giggles coming from the people downstairs.
I
But
want to come up here. These things bite.
eventually,
Damn,
you
ants
do.
up here and they bite.
Eventually, you do manage to reach the
You
top.
can feel something they bite? Interesting.
I'm watching them bite me. They're just sitting there chewing on me. I don't like it.
That is understandable.
You position correctly the sort of like antenna and trying to not lose your balance. It is a very precarious sort of situation. But while you are handling this and keeping it in place, people downstairs, you start to hear the radio emit the very familiar kind of static that you are used to hearing.
Hey, Percy, you're familiar with these things. Let me know if I need to go up, down, left, right.
No, it's coming through.
You are
Uh,
manipulating the frequency, trying to figure out exactly where it goes, like how far to go, and trying to pinpoint exactly how to get in touch with the people.
aren't we calling Caduceus to ask for the frequency?
Yes. As you do so, you start to hear the beginning of a voice. You fine tune it until you finally understand what those people are saying. One second. Hi, hello. Who is this?
Whatever call sign we've been addressed.
Names. I need names.
It's Percy Cunningham.
Why is it not Dr. Orsini?
Dr. Orsini has been killed, to find a point on it. We are currently south of the aid camp. There appears to have changed hands. There are Bolivian soldiers present, and we were hoping to get the frequency to their radio camp to try and make contact with Dr. Gomez and assess the situation before stumbling in.
Well, we were trying as well, but we've been trying to contact them for a while, and it's been unresponsive since March 4th. So, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to have much luck. Are the people okay? Do they seem alive?
People seem well. They don't seem to be under massive duress. Bolivian soldiers don't seem to be actively aggressive towards them, but there is appearance of a skirmish recently.
Yeah, this is kind of what triggered this whole operation, actually. I don't think it was a skirmish between the team and the soldiers. They're just there because they want to take position here. Listen, I think that by now, with Dr. Orsini dead, you figured out that we're not exactly a regular humanitarian operation, right?
No, and you probably should have been upfront about that from the beginning.
Well, the recruitment process is complicated when we are doing what we do. But in any case, here's
Can
the
I
thing.
hear his side of the conversation from the tree?
Give me a listen check.
Like, I know I wouldn't be able to hear the radio, but maybe just his side. That is a success.
You can hear it, yeah?
Tell him I want a pay raise.
I agree.
So, Percy's focused. He doesn't react to that. He's focused on the conversation.
So, here's the thing. To be completely frank, the aid camp is not the main priority right now.
No, this is a secondary location. Yes.
Pretty much. During the latest skirmish, there was a shell that kind of damaged something a little bit further away in the forest. You should see it in the paper that I've given Dr. Rossini. We're not exactly sure what it hit and what it released. It seems to be a sort of ancient guardian of some kind. We're not exactly sure. But we believe that you should be able to find a temple in that area. What we're interested in is what's inside. We believe that there should be a mummy inside, which we would need you to recover. Alive.
Roger that.
It's going to take you a little bit of time to get acclimated to that kind of statement, but it is the reality of the world we live in.
This has been most informative. Thank you.
Well, good luck. Try to not die, please. And when you come back to HQ, we will have a proper debriefing.
Where would you like us to rendezvous with this mummy?
Well, the mummy should be inside the temple, so retrieve, recover, and leave.
Yes,
I believe.
and
I believe
then
you have a plane,
and
right?
then-
And protect.
Back to New York.
oh, splendid.
Hmm.
Well, in that case, good luck. Shapiro out.
Cunningham out.
The radio.
What'd they
goes
say about the
blank.
pay raise?
Are you really shouting when we're like
No,
close?
I was.
to...
That was
okay.
just me being. That was just me being a dumbass. So no.
By the way, from the top of the canopy, Jimmy, you're kind of looking around, and now like that the sun is sort of starting to set, you can see a little bit around, and everything has this sort of nice, beautiful orange glow around you, except one part that looks darker. Somewhere in the southwest, you can see a tiny bit of smoke rising from a group of trees. And as you're
that must
looking,
have been what Fred was talking about.
seems like it. But as you look look in that direction, you see a rustling in the leaves. Something is moving in the trees.
Close, far,
Closer and closer.
and is it
Ruffle-
moving the trees, or is it just like rustling like
No,
across
just-
the top of the canopy?
No, just rustling the top of the trees. It seems to be just under the canopy, but coming at you at a relatively fast pace.
Fuck. I'm just gonna get down as fast as I can, like straight up, drop the gear and just go.
And as you start to get
And-
down, the moment you get under the whole set of leaves, you can
Like
see
that.
very close
was-
to you. Yeah, sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say I'm gonna like be stage whispering. It's like, get ready, something's coming, something's coming. But you were saying
From under the trees, you guys don't see much because with the lowering sunset right now, the visibility is not great under the trees. The forest is very dense. You just getting under the set of leaves, you can see the shape coming closer and closer, and you can see these sort of red eyes getting closer and closer. And the closer it gets, the more you realize they were not that far actually. They're just very small. And the last thing you see are just a monkey jumping at you with a weird metallic object in his hand,
motherfucker.
and you hear a detonation and you start falling. And this is where we're going to stop for that episode and pick up
Oh no!
next time.
Just got suicide bombered by a monkey.
Goddamn monkeys!
Thank you guys for following
He's in
that
the
very
trees!
first episode,
Yeah.
and we will see next time exactly what will happen with that. In any case, thank you so much, you guys, and have a beautiful time zone. Bye.